Hello everyone, welcome back to MC Talent Hunt. I'm Monica Chaudhary, your coach, and today we will discuss about listening skills. Well, we have started one series which is interview guidance series in which we are covering everything about the soft skills, starting from communication. Then we did what are the types of communication and then how you can improve your communication skills. And in today's video, we will discuss about listening skills, how you can improve your listening skills. And in upcoming videos, we are going to discuss topics like time management skills, negotiation skills, leadership skills, like that. So there are such common topics which you need to know from the interview point of view. And let us understand what is listening skill.
अब लिसनिंग भी बहुत टाइप से होता है. अब आपको लगेगा कि एक तो लिसन टू म्यूजिक भी होता है, सो आर वी लिसनिंग टू म्यूजिक? नो, यहाँ पर वो मीनिंग बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं इंटरव्यू के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से लिसनिंग. सो नाम से ही क्लियर है गाइस कि इंटरव्यू के हिसाब से हम लोगों को क्या करना है. जो इंटरव्यूअर है उनका जो क्वेश्चन है, इट कुड बी इन टेलीफोनिक इंटरव्यू और इन फेस टू फेस इंटरव्यू, जो वो पूछना चाह रहे हैं पहले उसको अच्छी तरह अंडरस्टैंड करना. दैट इज प्रॉपर लिसनिंग. कई बार क्या होता है कि कैंडिडेट्स डायरेक्टली जंप इनटू आंसरिंग व्हाइल दे हैवंट अंडरस्टूड द क्वेश्चन प्रॉपरली, और वही मिस्टेक हो जाती है वहां पर. उससे क्या होगा गाइज, दैट यू एंड अप गिविंग बैड परफॉर्मेंस इन दैट इंटरव्यू एंड यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी selected. So as we have understood the importance of listening skills from the interview point of view so far, now there are some tips which we can follow to improve our listening skills. Point number 1, listen to understand. Meaning, whenever you are listening to the speaker or the interviewer, you are going to understand the message first. Until or unless you understand the content, that is not going to help you out and you won't be able to answer in your best capacity. So better you understand the question first. Point number 2, ask deeper questions. In the interview process, most of the time it happens that HR or that technical person gives you the opportunity to ask questions, and that happens in the end of the interview process. That time you have to be attentive enough and you have to ask some questions. ये मैं हमेशा अपने कैंडिडेट्स को बोलती हूँ इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस के लिए जब हम उनको प्रिपेयर करते हैं, that you always ask questions in the end of the interview. And that led me to the next point, which is avoid interruptions. Meaning that you are not supposed to interrupt the speaker in between. For example, if you have any point, so you hold that point with you until that speaker is complete. And the next point is take non-verbal cues, which means you can use non-verbal expressions if you have any point or any question in between. For example, you can raise your hand if you have any specific point to ask. But make sure that you are maintaining that proper listening skill. You are not interrupting the speaker in between. And that brings me to the next point, which is slow down and practice silence. Sometimes we need to pay extra attention to understand the message. And in that process, we need to practice silence. And the next point is train mind, don't be distracted. Meaning that you are supposed to train your mind not to be distracted by anything or anyone. Let us understand this with one example. Let's suppose you are in the interview cabin. There is an interviewer and you are the interviewee. And one employee of the company entered into the cabin to submit some urgent documents. And you, while being in the interview process, fully got distracted by that person. So the point is that we have to stay focused in the interview process. And that brings me to the last point, which is withhold judgment. Meaning that do not judge anything. Let the speaker complete his or her message. उसके बाद ही आप अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू देंगे, बीच में ही आप मैसेज को जज नहीं करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इंटरव्यूअर का पॉइंट अभी कंप्लीट हुआ नहीं है, बट आपने अपने माइंड में कोई नेगेटिव इमेज बना ली है कि ऐसे तो मेरा सिलेक्शन होगा ही नहीं, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी एंड हाउ विल आई बी सिलेक्टेड। तो इस तरह से आपने कुछ भी जज कर लिया है एज पर योर कन्वीनियंस।
So guys, we have discussed all these points keeping the interview process in mind. अभी तक हमने स्पेसिफिकली इंटरव्यू के हिसाब से ही लिसनिंग स्किल्स को देखा है। हाउ कैन वी इम्प्रूव आवर लिसनिंग स्किल्स, फोकस कैसे बना के रखना है इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस में, दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड सो फार. Now let me share some tips to improve listening skills in general. Point number 1, आप ऑडियो बुक्स रीड कर सकते हैं. अभी तक हम फिजिकल बुक्स रीड करते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो जो यूट्यूब पर आपको मिल जाएंगी ऑडियो बुक्स या फिर समरी की फॉर्म में आती हैं आजकल बहुत सारी अच्छी अच्छी बुक्स, मोटिवेशनल बुक्स, हो सकता है आपके कुछ सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड, वेर एवर यू हैव इंटरेस्ट you can pick up that particular book and you can listen to that audio book. And point 2 is you can do practice of your listening while multitasking, meaning you are going for a morning walk, evening walk, or maybe you are traveling, or you are like cooking in the kitchen, anything whatsoever you are doing, you can listen to any good content. One more important tip for you to improve your listening skill is that do practice when your brain at its best. So these are some tips for you to improve your listening skills. I hope you find this video helpful and you can follow these points to really practice your listening skills.
Subscribe to the channel guys so that you can be notified with the next video. See you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.